What's going on? It's Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Let's revisit a conversation about high-value men, right? Because I know a lot of them. And when I say a lot of them, I mean a lot of them. I know a lot of them that's in my network. Some of y'all were on the Millionaire morning show today. And that's so awesome. Look at this. Showing you where to turn. It's pretty freaking incredible. I be forgetting about this navigation system because we be using the Apple one, you know, the Apple CarPlay or whatever that goes along with it. It's pretty sweet. But I know a lot of them, and if any of y'all was watching the Millionaire morning show this morning, some of them showed up a little bit as far as making themselves known, because a lot of people don't realize that there are a lot of these guys that rock with me, and just because they're not super duper active inside of the chats all the time, these are my guys, right? And they winning on every level. And when we say high value, again, that's not defined by just how much money they make. And a lot of these guys make over $500,000 and over $1 million a year, right? But it's also defined by their network and the position that they have, so on and so forth, right? But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what it takes to even exist in an environment where these guys are thriving, right? And I'm talking about the women that they talk to, their wives. Most of the guys that I know, they're married. And so I have to speak from that perspective. Now, Rita and I have this conversation in one way or another. We mine it out a little bit differently depending on what it is we're talking about. But we have this conversation somewhat regularly. And we even had this conversation the other day in which I asked her and I said, hey, if you had a choice to determine exactly what type of life we would live as far as spending even more time with me, and, you know, I'm walking home and I was working a 9 to 5 and I got home at 5:15, 5:30 every day, and I had my lunch pail and I said, honey, I'm home. And, you know, I'm home every day and we spend an extraordinary amount of time outside of me working. And, you know, we just live a regular, basic lifestyle. Maybe the car is paid off, or maybe you got a car note. Who knows? Let's just talk about average. Let's say you make $80,000 a year, which I personally don't believe is a lot of money. Or let's even say $100. Let's throw that $100,000 number in there, right? And would you rather live that life, or would you live the life that we have now, in which I have no set time that I'm supposed to come home or that I'm home? I have no set schedule. I am flying every other weekend into a completely different city or so. I'm often out late at night, depending on what night it is, in order to make sure that I'm capturing and doing certain things and networking and all of that type of stuff. But you get to live the life that you want to live from a financial perspective, and having the access to do what you want to do when you want to do it, right? And what was your answer, Rita? Why are you just smiling? Why are you smiling? What was your answer?
I like our life now, and I don't want to go back to being regular. I mean, I would if I had to, but I really like where we are at this point in our lives.
The nice way in saying, no, I don't want to go back to being regular, and I don't want to unsee what I saw and all of this other type of stuff, right? But here's the biggest thing to take away from this whole situation, is that in order to live this lifestyle, a lot of times, it comes with a huge requirement. There is cops and sheriffs all over the place. It's one in front of me, it's one in back of me. I don't get tense when I see cops. I get relieved. I love cops all around me. I mean, I know that might be a completely different narrative than what we've been seeing on these shows. Look, it's a cop on that side, right there. That's a cop car. It's all kind of stuff over here. But why, Rita? Why wouldn't you want to live a regular lifestyle?
Because I like the freedom that we have of just like being able to do whatever we want to do when we want to.
But it comes at a cost that you often complain about. You often say, honey, I want to spend more time.
That is
honey,
true.
I want to do vacation where you're not working. I want you to not have to take your laptop and your cameras with you one day. I want you to not have to take any meetings. Why aren't you taking off of work and stuff? You say that all the time.
That is true.
So
I'm working with you to help you find a balance. So that...
Did you hear what she said?
The apples is coming.
Yeah, I see him. She said she's working with me to help me find a balance. Honey, what are you smoking on, babe? Did I miss my turn?
Yes.
I sure did. Alright, I'm gonna spin around. I thought you could, don't worry about it, we'll be alright. But there is no balance. Either you all in or you all out. There is no balance. My point being is that the requirement in order to be successful in a relationship like this is there is no set times and all of that other type of stuff. I will say that I try to block off time on the weekend, specifically Saturday afternoon and Sunday mornings and things like that, to be able to spend more time with family.
You do.
But then often at times, even that time gets taken up because sometimes we have to recover from some of the things that we missed, or, pushing certain things back on a schedule and calendar. And next week we're going to have friends in town and things like that. And so often at times you don't get an opportunity to be able to, make that modification or to be able to spend that quality time, as women like to say. That's just a part of what happens. That's what comes with it. But you're not willing to give it up, though.
No.
Why are you not willing to give it up?
Because, like I said, I really enjoy the freedom that we have.
But
I really enjoy our life.
Then why you complain on the other side of it? See, women are going to complain no matter what.
Because I do think that there is a balance. I think that there can be a balance. And as I stated previously, I'm working with you.
I see you got all the titties and everything.
Figure that out.
Am I going straight?
Yes.
Okay. Rita, you can't work with me to figure it out. I've already said that I'm not doing it any differently. Like, I am trying to take over the world.
You cannot
and I don't have time to sit here and wait and all of that other type of stuff. I'm going to win no matter what.
Yes, you are going to win. And I want you to win. Nobody wants you to win more than me. And so...
I'm going to drop you off at the door and I'm going to come in.
Okay.
But anyways, the point that I'm making is that it comes with a lot of sacrifices that I don't even think people realize. And maybe I'll deep dive further into it in the Patreon or in a future video or something like that. Am I dropping you off right this second?
Right here.
Okay. But maybe I'll deep dive into it into another video. But it comes with a lot of sacrifices. Hey, girl, dang. Got all that body yaddy. She does stay in the gym. I will give her that. She stays in the gym. But it comes with a lot of sacrifice, both on my end, because I'm going to be honest with you. Like, as much as I love bag chasing, I love being around my family. I love spending time with my daughter and all of that. But even my daughter understands that, it's a lot that comes along with this lifestyle, and that dad is often out of town, or dad is not always available to be able to do the things that y'all want to do. But I am going to try my hardest to try to, make sure that we get into that space, or that I can carve out time in my schedule to do the things that you want to do. But often at times they're at home and they just, or they out doing their thing, or they spending mommy-daughter day, or they out shopping, or whatever it is that they got to do. And I just don't have the capacity to be there all the time with them like that. And so there are sacrifices that come along with it, but I don't think that any woman would even change that ask. They would still roll with whatever sacrifice goes along with it, because women are just naturally hypergamous. And once you see that lifestyle, you can't unsee it. And so that's always going to be there, but, what comes along with it, it's a completely different ball game. So listen, I appreciate you guys. I love you. I always like to tap in throughout my days to make sure that I add value into your life and that I keep you engaged and I keep you focused on the things that actually matter the most, which is ensuring that you continue to win and become the best version of yourself. Make sure you tap into the Patreon. The link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I want you guys to continue to win. I'm going to continue to pour into you on a regular basis, but you're going to have to want it for yourself. If you need to kick it with me personally, email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com, and we're going to make sure that you get it popping. Zoom calls, personal calls, the whole 9 yards. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Stay focused. I hope you're having a phenomenal week. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.